Welcome back, welcome back. So I'm coming from the supermarket, and this adorable little girl had me fucking dying laughing. She's walking back and forth as her mom's walking out of the store, and she's holding a juice, and she has like the straw, and it has the plastic around it. And the kid's walking back and forth, and then the mom finishes getting the groceries. She's like, "Come on, baby." And then the baby walked to the other side, but the mom was going out the door, so then the baby was like kind of confused, like, where the fuck my mom go? And she looks back over to the other side, and the mom keeps calling her, and her daughter just doesn't move. She's just looking at her, and she's holding the juice. She drops the straw, picks the straw back up, and I said, oh, I get it. Baby saying, I'm thirsty, and it's all you adults sitting here looking at me. Can somebody open my fucking juice box so I can get something to drink around here? I swear, kids are so fucking real. And if you just pay attention and then put your adult mind in their body and say, I wonder why they're not listening. It's because they want something. You know? Usually the thing that's in front of them, you know? It's usually something very simple that if an adult had to, like women when they go, I can't open this bottle. Can you open this for me, sir? You get it? You get it? Now imagine you sitting there with a bunch of gentlemen around you and they're watching you struggle to open the fucking bottle. You'll look at them like, yo, are any of you going to open this bottle? You're just going to keep fucking looking at me like an idiot. You know what I mean? You got to look at your kids like that. Now, looking at that and seeing that I believe, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to telepathy to kids. Body language, just, it's not really telepathy. It's just paying attention to somebody. And right away I thought to myself, like, damn, good thing you don't have kids. It's hard right now. And then I thought to myself, damn, I've been wanting kids for so long, and now that I finally reached one of my final forms and awareness of this world, I don't want to have a kid. Sound the horns. This world, I've seen so much fucking sick shit in my life. I've seen so much, and nothing's new under the sun, so, that's not even a good enough excuse to be like, I'm not going to have kids because the world's so bad. The fucking world always been bad. What are you talking about? There's nothing going on now that hasn't been going on then. It's just more of it's going on, so you can actually be aware of it now, right? So I'm sitting here in this sinking feeling of, I don't want kids no more. Comes over me. And I realized before, I thought it was because the world's so fucked up. And then I keep thinking about, actually, I ran into somebody that has kids today. And they're just telling me how they're telling their kids what my mama told me. You're too fucking grown now, and you need to move the fuck out. My mom said that shit when I wasn't old enough, though. But, still having to pay them bills and chip in, and, And it just made me think. I was like, yo, no matter how you raise your kids are going to be kids, you know what I mean? And it's fucking retarded because the better you are, the more of the laws of God and good person you are, the more aware you're going to be. So then you're going to literally understand what's out here in the world. And then, like a responsible person, you're not going to want your kid to be the fuck out there like that. And that brought me to, being young and listening to women say, why can't I go outside? Why can't I go to that party? Why? Because you a stupid-ass little girl, and men are smarter than you, and they look for little retards that are new to the world, and they brainwash your fucking head. You get it? That not only are they capable to outsmart you and talk you and I love you, girl, I'm gonna take care of you forever. The nigga ain't even got his own crib, convinced you he gonna take care of you. Imagine that. And then I started thinking about how, like, no matter how much a good man or a parent or parents you are, children are curious. They have to eventually step the fuck off the porch. They are going to go in this world. And if you keep them from the world, when you send them into the world, they're fucking morons, and they are definitely going to get tricked by somebody. A bad friend, get them hooked on drugs. Bad friends, get them missing work and all, whatever the fuck it could be, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to women, you know, I don't go anywhere without hearing multiple women complain about multiple boyfriends. And I always come to the conclusion of, did you start too early? Maybe because you started early, and you know, a majority of the young men, they're not men. They're young and they're men, and you want a husband, lover that loves only you. Young men don't usually do that. It's very rare that young men will literally say, "You're the best of all time." You know, because like all the other hot girls are around, all the other smart girls are around, there's all these girls around. So, are you going to be mad at a man for not knowing which one's the best? Yous will be and say, you didn't pick me. You're not the fucking best. You're not his best. You know, you're not what he's looking for. So stop having sex with every man you get with. Maybe you won't be so fucking mad when they leave you. You know? Now, I'm not trying to rip on the ladies, because we're going to go on to gentlemen real quick. We wondering why there's so many men fucked up in the world. We wonder why depression of men is hitting so hard. We wonder why men, you know, they hide the statistics of how many of us get rid of ourselves. They're not telling you how many are actually just opting out the game every fucking day. You know why? Because it would scare the shit out of other men. And other men would understand most of these men are collapsing themselves and going to see my father because of a woman destroying their life. They chose that woman too early. She ragged your ass up, and now she got you working to the bone while she running around doing whatever the fuck she want. You know? A lot of dudes in the world got multiple babies. You don't even want to be around that chick. You don't want to take care of none of the kids, but you're going to be a good man and you're going to do what you do because you made your bed, now you're going to lie in it. You know what I mean? So many people are forced into harsh lives because the world. And I'm sitting here thinking in my head like, yo, how do you stop something like this? You can't stop it. Because eventually your kids have to grow up. The more you keep them away, I realize how it works. If you learn the good shit, right, you're going to keep them away. But fun is a part of not sinning, but it's a part of the world. The fun shit, the sinners love doing the fun shit so they can get you around them. And then they get you to sin and fuck your shit up. So you see the double-edged sword? If you keep them away from the world, they don't never know how to have fun. They don't know how to socialize. And then they don't know how to see swindlers. So you got to kind of let them be in the world, but then you got to kind of not let them be in the world because they're definitely too stupid to know what a real mastermind swindler is. You know? It's... I feel so bad. Well, I don't feel bad because I don't have kids, but I feel the crushing weight of responsibility for other parents and how it must feel. And I just want to let you know, I'm proud of you. You know, you're doing the best you can. And at the end of the day, they are their own person, you know. You can't force them to be on the good side. You know, all we could do is train our children and show them the truth. I realize so many women get fucked up and so many men get tricked. It's because you don't know the truth. No one ever told you how disgusting motherfuckers are out here. Mom Dukes never told you about those 3 dudes that just did her dirty and throwing sausages in her face for fucking 5 years and all this other shit. Nah, y'all don't tell y'all kids about y'all escapades. And that's why y'all kids go and do the escapades. See, when your kid can look in your face and say, oh, the one I look up to the most got tricked when they were younger. They got fucking bamboozled. Well, then they believe in their mind, I'm capable of being tricked. I'm capable of falling for this. That's why a lot of motherfuckers' children is fucked up because you won't even admit, you won't even go through the shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know how angry it makes me to feel. And you know how angry it makes me when I know dudes sleep with all these women, learn all these tricks. Then my father blesses you with a daughter, so you can eventually learn. And then you're too stupid to tell your daughter about niggas like you. And then your daughter goes out there in the world, runs into niggas like you, and you're sitting there talking about, why won't she listen to me? I don't understand. Yeah, you do understand. You used to do this shit. What do you mean you don't know why she? Because she's getting beat in the head with a sausage. And lies and drugs. Fuck you mean you don't know what's wrong with her? She got dickmatized, nigga. You know how it's done, right? Make them come 4 times. Well, y'all niggas don't be doing that. Sound the horns. My daddy in the building. Y'all don't be doing that. But y'all know how to, you know, like Eddie Murphy said, y'all know how to make them come real hard. You know? Because they probably never really had a man before. So that's why you niggas get it. You know? They think that's love. He gotta love me. No man ever hit it like that before. No, that's called... He knows how to have good sex. And he knows you're too stupid to know that good sex doesn't mean I love you. It means I want to have good sex with you. Because you're not like the other chicks that, you know, I already fucked a bunch of times. And they're worthless. I need to steal your light from you. I need to make you one of us now. You know, I need to make you one of them.